lovelies, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ernie Wine. If you're joining me for the first time, welcome. And yes, to solidify your relationship with the family as a new member, kindly subscribe. To subscribe is just, down there, all right? And don't forget to catch up on other videos I've recorded before. All right, so on today's episode, I'm going to be talking about some few things nobody told me about being a mom. Before I go into the topic of discussion, so I'm the last born of 6 children. We're how many girls? We're 5 girls and 1 boy. Yes, wait, let me count though. Yes, we're 5 girls and 1 boy, and I'm the last of every one of them. And when I got pregnant, 3 of my older sisters were mothers already, plus my mom, which means I had 4 mothers in my family. In all honesty and fairness, they tried their best. They put me through a lot of things, gave me quite a lot of information about motherhood. But guess what? There are quite a number of things they did not tell me, and they did not prepare me for. I'm going to start straight from childbirth. No one ever told me that it was possible for me not to lactate immediately after childbirth. I would never have thought that I would have my baby and I'll still be struggling. I'll still be bothered that I'm not producing milk. Now, here's the thing. I never produced any milk at all. Well, it wasn't as if I was lactating, but I wasn't lactating well, or the milk was short supply. No, I was not lactating at all for 3 days. And of course, that was one of the major reasons why I had to introduce formula to my baby on time, like almost immediately, because my baby could not survive only on water for 3 days. So we had to introduce formula. And nurses were not like, oh, it happens, because I was really, really bothered. And they were like, oh, it happens, or it's one of those things where, we're different. Some people would lactate immediately. Plus, I had my baby through CS, so I was not eating at that point. I was not taking water. I was not taking anything. So there was nothing I could even eat or drink to help with lactation. However, the 3rd day, wasn't the 3rd day or the 4th day? I think it was the 4th day, I started lactating, and it just didn't happen. I did something, and it wasn't as if I had something or I drank anything. I did not eat or drink anything, but I did something, and in about 5 minutes after I did that thing, the milk started flowing. Like, it started flowing everywhere, milk. Everywhere, milk. And it's not that it just worked for me alone. After my own experience, I've recommended it to a couple of people, and guess what? In still the same time frame of 5 minutes to 10 minutes, they begin lactation. And I've recommended it to people who had problem with lactating at all in the first place, and people who were lactating but had short milk supply. So if you think you want me to do another video to tell you this thing that I did that made me begin lactation, I just don't want to do it if you guys are not interested. So let me know down in the comment section if you want me to make another video dedicated to what I did to begin lactation after I had my baby. The second thing nobody told me about being a mom is the fact that I would have a weird and high level of paranoia. Oh God. Honestly, I would love to know that I'm not the only one who actually experienced this. So my level of, I'm not sure I've ever been the paranoid type. One of my elder sisters is extremely paranoid when it comes to being a mother. Not about herself, but when it comes to her kids and all of that. So I just used to look at her and I just laugh, and I'm always really, really laughing and making jest of her and our level of paranoia. Only for me to have my baby, and the paranoia I never even had in the first place. I had it, and it went from 0 to 100. So my baby would be sleeping, and I'll just move close to him and put my hair on his chest. What am I looking for? I want to check if he's still breathing. Please tell me, why will he not be breathing? Why? How? Or maybe I want to prepare his food and I open the hot flask, and while I'm pouring the hot water into his bottle and trying to mix his milk and all of those things, I'm thinking, what if I trip and I fall and the hot water splashes on his face or his body? And I'm like, why? What is going to make you trip and fall here? Like here right now, what happened? Is it that you don't have stamina or what? At times I'm like, what if something just carries the flask from my hand? I mean, I just don't know. I don't know. It's nothing psychological. Before you guys will come and just double this thing I'm saying, it's nothing psychological. But I just became unnecessarily paranoid and extraordinarily careful. And I think it just comes with being a first-time mom. Like, you're just trying to be sure. You just want to be sure. You just want to be extremely careful. You're not just wanting to take any chance. But honestly, I am sure I am not the only one who felt that way. Over time, it went away. I mean, things became normal. I became used to the fact that I'm a new mom. I have a new baby. Yes, it's fragile. It's delicate. I'm totally responsible for him, but he's going to be doing all right. He's going to do amazingly well. I got used to that fact, but I want to know if there's anybody out there who can totally relate with this thing I'm saying. I can't be the only one. I'm not that weird. Moving on to the third thing, nobody told me about being a mom. So nobody told me that, nobody in this world who knew me that I was pregnant told me that it would get to a point where they would give no care about me. So when I was pregnant, not everybody who knew me knew. Obviously, of course, it's not possible for everybody to know you're pregnant. However, I didn't put my pregnancy out there. Just very few of my friends knew I was pregnant, and my very close family members knew I was pregnant. So the ones who knew would often call me to check up on me. How are you doing? Especially my friends, and my friends who were already mothers. They just understood what I was going through and how it could be with a pregnant woman, especially being pregnant for the first time. I put to bed. I received tons of calls, messages. Everybody showed me concern. Everybody were happy for me. And for like first month, second month, up to the second month. And everybody kept on showing me love, and I felt really, really special. I felt special being a mom, and that was where it ended. But they will call and they're not going to say, oh, how are you? How have you been? They're like, so how is my baby? How's it doing? Oh, it's 2 months now. I'm like, what about me? Me and call. Now that my baby is over a year, almost a year and 6 months, my baby calls my husband babe, because I call my husband babe. So it started with babe, and now it is full-blown babe. Then I call my husband babe, and my husband responds with yes, or what's up, or yeah. My baby boy calls my husband half of what I call him, which is bae. And my husband says, yes, dear. How? Who is your dear? Who is the dear amongst me and the boy? I don't get it. And it hurts so much, right? So moving on to the next thing, nobody told me about being a mom. Nobody told me that the rate at which I'll be begging God is going to be different. I mean, I know, of course, as mothers, we are prayerful in the ways we are prayerful. We pray to God, God, please bless my family, protect my family, my child, my this, my that, my business, my work, my career. I mean, we pray to God, right? But nobody told me that there will be some prayers there will be some ways I'll be begging God that when I think about it later, I won't even understand myself. Like, let me give you an example. When you just put to bed, your baby is awake when everybody is sleeping. Why? Because they just got out of the womb and their sleep schedule is sort of all over the place. So in the night, their eyes are wide open, doing absolutely nothing. And during the day, they sleep all through. So everybody has an opinion of, oh, so please, once your baby is asleep, just to make sure you sleep, just close your eyes and sleep. You'll not be able to sleep in the middle of the night. That, do. Of which I never felt that thing worked for me, because I feel that when when my baby is sleeping during the day, I need to fix some things. Either I fix a meal for myself, or I do one thing, or I do another thing, or I need to run some errands or something. So there are some times I will just feel, you know what? Immediately Ryan sleeps, just close your eyes and sleep. Off, you pacify him for a long time, and eventually, thankfully, it sleeps off. And you're like, okay, hallelujah, let me sleep. And as you're crawling into the bed or trying to sit and balance on the chair so that you can do like this and sleep the sleep you want to sleep, you just hear and you're like, God please, God please, God please, God please, God, 15 minutes, God, it's just 15 minutes sleep I want, God, it will not pass 1 minute past 15 minutes, oh God please. Because at that point you know that there's really nothing in the world you can do. There's nothing anybody can do. Only God can come through. So you begin to beg God in the funniest way ever. God please, God please, God please. Another one I experienced is, you know, when you're just a new mom, you're just all over the fact that you're a new mom. You need to wrap your head around being a new mom. How are you going to, the reality. So you're just getting used to that reality. So you really do not have time. Most of us really do not have time. We don't make time on time for, our skincare routines or the things we used to do before. So you're like, okay, you know what? Today I'm going to scrub my body. I'm going to do this. I'm going to exfoliate. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And thankfully, okay, so let me use myself. Let me just put me in this situation, because yes, it is my situation. Thankfully, my baby at that point was getting used to TV. So I put him in his rocker, and he's been pacified. He seemed to be having a time of his life. I put him right in front of the TV, Jim Jam precisely, and even though he knows nothing about what's going on there, he seemed interested. And I'm like, okay, so he's having the time of his life. Let me use this opportunity to go right into the shower, scrub my body, and have some good time, some good alone time in the bathroom. And as I am stepping into the bathroom, I hear, and I'm like, God please, God please, you just scrub, God scrub. I promise I'll not use face mask. God scrub. I hear me. Yeah, God please. Hey, God please. Moving on to the next thing. Nobody told me about being a mom. Nobody told me that while I'm going out, I should always go out with an extra outfit. Not my baby. Me, the mother of the child, I should always go out with an extra outfit. Now, this is what happened on this particular day. It was my sister girl's birthday dinner. We had left the house. There was a situation of, maybe we should turn back. There was none. That was not even a part of the option. So we were halfway, and my baby was, he just gave this cough. And you're like, I don't know. I'm a typical Yoruba girl here for her. In case you don't know, my name is Eniola Alawiye. And my mom does this thing. When a child coughs or a baby coughs, she coughs back. And her explanation is that when the baby coughs and she coughs back, she's trying to take the cough from the baby. You don't understand? Like, that's the baby. And you're like, you're trying to take the cough from the baby so that the baby can stop coughing and you take over the coughing. Okay, I don't have a problem with taking over my baby's cough. It's fine. It's okay. I mean, why am I a mother? It's part of those things. But does it work? I don't think so. And I don't understand the reasoning behind it. But guess what? I do it. Why? Because my mommy does it. And she's the one who raised me anyway, alongside my other 5 siblings. So what do? Anyway, as I was saying, my baby coughed this particular day. And I'm like, oh, sorry, love. And he coughed again. And I'm like, oh, sorry, baby. Sorry, love. And next thing he threw up all over me. This particular day, I was wearing a black pant trouser and a polka dot chiffon top. It was a 2-piece, I remember very well. I was soaked in my baby's puke. Halfway to the venue of the birthday dinner. Next thing nobody told me about being a mom is the fact that my son will learn a lot of things all by himself. Somebody told me that Ryan is going to learn how to roll his eyes all by himself. I don't roll my eyes. I don't roll my eyes at my husband. I don't roll my eyes at anybody. I don't even roll my eyes at my maid. My son. It's just 1 year and 6 months in 2 weeks. 2 weeks and a few days. So right now is 1 year and 5 months. And when he feels that you've scolded him a little bit too much, my son goes, oh well, I'll show you. My son goes, and you're like, what? There, he added some extra spices. Let me show you. Son literally rolls his eyes at his own time. I mean, you do some other things and you feel like, oh, he's going to roll his eyes. He won't. At his own time, you roll his eyes at you, and there's nothing you can do about it. Okay, so let me know, guys, if there are things that nobody ever told you about being a mom, like what you were really, really disappointed at, or you were so excited at, or you were just basically shocked by when it started happening to you because nobody told you. You never knew, you never came across it on the internet and a whole lot of newsletters you signed up for when you were pregnant and trying to prepare for motherhood. All right, so if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and if you do not enjoy it, instead of giving me a thumbs down, I would just appreciate you telling me why you did not enjoy it in the comment section. I don't mean to put you through so much trouble, but I'm just trying to say that don't give me thumbs down. Give me thumbs up, please. Thank you. Share this video. Please don't forget to share this video with your loved ones, family members, and your friends. And don't forget to subscribe. It's very possible for you to watch the video and my past videos and not subscribe, but let it not be like that. Please don't forget to subscribe. Also follow me on Instagram at Ernewine, and let's connect on the gram. You know what I mean? All right, thank you very much. Thank you for sticking around, and I will see you soon.